Morning, welcome to the Bass Festival Day 2 2023. So I have drawn peg A12, so I'm right up to the left hand side of Kellin, almost Salthouse really. So I've never fished this spot before, so not a clue what lives here. At the moment there's an empty peg to my right, and then I've got John Harvey, who I know from Norfolk Angling Club matches. He's just there having a practice cast. And as I pan round, directly to the left of me is Ian Bowell, and he's probably best known at the moment as match fishing contributor to Sea Angler magazine, although he's got a extensive CV, shall we say, in the world of match fishing. Extremely well known and very good. And then yeah, there's a few more anglers up even further than I have. But yeah, tactics are similar to yesterday for me. I'll be going down the 3-hook flapper route, and I've got some lugworm and some harbour ragworm. This place will be full of smooth hounds based on yesterday. They got loads and loads and loads of them, and Backton, I've never seen that fish so well in all my life as it did yesterday afternoon. But it was out and out the big casters that did the damage there, whereas here it didn't matter quite so much. But when I booked into this, I read the rules and everything, and I decided I was going to spend 2 days trying to catch the biggest flatfish of the competition. So I've stuck to my guns, and that's what I'm going to do. So you're going to need crabs to compete here today in the overall match terms to catch the smooth hounds and dogfish that you're going to require. But I'm fishing right in the gutter with ragworms, hoping to get that decent flounder. So yeah, that's what we're up to, but it's going to be fascinating to see what gets caught round me, and I'll bring you back throughout the match. There's some good anglers here, but I'm not going to harass them. I'll just commentate from a distance, because they've paid good money to come and fish it, and they're fishing for money, they're fishing for pen points, they're fishing for their own selves. So I'm not going to continually go over today and say what you're doing, how you're doing this, how you're doing that, because it's not fair. So I'll be perched in the middle of them all, and I'll be able to commentate on what they're all up to, but I shan't be interfering with them too much. So yeah, for those of you that want to know, the entrance fee for this festival is 60 quid. That cover you for both days fishing and the pools and everything else. But there's also a couple of extras you can do if you're in a team. That's 20 quid to enter the team. But really the costs come in bait, travel, overnight stays for those that have come, and they've come from all over Britain. So yeah, a chap I was speaking to yesterday was planning to utilise 80, or he had with him 80 live peeler crabs, loads of white ragworm, wraps of blacks. So that's an expensive weekend, and I'm not quite up for that. So I dug my bait in about an hour and a half, and that'll do. I'll still have a good weekend, but targeting something a bit different. I've got a different agenda to most people here, I should think. But yeah, I've got enough time to bait up, and I will show you what I'm up to. And Ian's he's pretty happy normally to show you what he's doing, so at some point I'll catch up with him. Right, so I've just baited one hook up just to show you what it looks like. So basically it's a lug and rag cocktail, worms up the hook, tipped off with wrigglers, and if you chuck that anywhere in Norfolk, that should catch a flounder. But this year, for some reason, they haven't turned up, which makes me even more determined to catch one. So you can see the sea, there's a slight little lump on the end, but that's generally calm. There'll be a little bit of tide running, especially near the bottom. But yeah, if I was coming pleasure fishing, I'd say that looks like flounders. I've just walked over to Ian to say hello, and he's quite happy anyway, so he's going to show you what he's using. So swinging off the rod tip, I'll just steady it there, but that's a 3-hook loop rig, crab, more crab and squid on the bottom. So yeah, as long as he enjoys himself, he'll probably catch a few hounds and things. So I mean, we all had a tricky day yesterday with the weed and the tide. Well, some of us did, but yeah, long walk up here, Ian, but as long as you enjoy yourself, mate, that's the main thing.
Indeed, yeah. Hopefully we'll have a few fish today.
Should do, shouldn't it? Should be alright. So yeah, that's what Ian's using. Fixed ball reel and any fish, anywhere, Bass Pro rod. So good luck to him. So on to my rig, it's just basically a 3-hook flapper with snoods about 2 foot, 2 foot 6 long, and 15-pound line, size 4 hooks, and lugworm tick with wrigglers. And they won't fly off the hook because I'll just dunk them in the in a bucket of water before I flick them in the sea, and it sticks them all together and stops them flying off. So simple as that. And a fixed ball reel set up with me, 5-ounce breakaway lead on the bottom. So simple enough. So about 5 minutes to the off. I'm going to be late at this rate, but I thought I'd better come and see John. He's 2 pegs down from me. So look at that. Beautiful lug and crab combination, clip down. That's a loop rig as well, so very much the same as what Ian's doing. Good luck today. You don't need luck, mate, you'll be alright. Yeah. So you'll see John, I expect, through the match once he starts dragging them smooth hounds up the beach. But it's a bit overcast, bit dull, perfect for fishing. Nice little few rollers on the edge, and anglers as far as you can see. So 2 minutes to go, so that's why he's all baited up, ready to go. So that's going out there. How far out you going to try, John? 100 yards. So means business. And he's brought plenty of kit with him, and we've had a long walk, so he's going to have a sit down in a minute. Yeah. Well, first cast has been in the water about 10 minutes. No action. Flicked it out there about 25 yards. So I'll try somewhere else next cast. Everyone else has done something different, but we shall see. As long as you enjoy yourself, then you're alright. It's when you come fishing and you get frustrated and don't enjoy yourself, then you might as well give up. At the moment, everyone's happy. Well, first cast is on the beach and there's a little white in there, but on the other hook there's a dab. So it's a flat fish, not a big flounder, but nonetheless shows you what we're doing's working. But the white gonna give you a few points, but really speaking, the smooth hounds started coming out already along the beach, so points wise we're not even going to be at the races. You have actually got to catch the smooth hounds to do any good. But John looked like he was leaning into a fish, but I think he's actually stuck. So not a good start for my mate. We'll see what Ian pulls up. He's just had a triple shot of dabs on the first cast. Not really what he needs, but fish nonetheless. He's out there quite a way. No, not that time, and that was at quite a range he tried there, so he'll probably drop in a bit closer where he got the fish on the first cast. He's quick enough. That's unclipped. New rig on. Let's see where he goes. He's gone even further. He is searching for those hounds. Yeah. Bit quiet to the right, although I have seen a couple of smooth hounds come out down there as well. My rod just flicked over, but I think that's a little whiting or something on there. We'll have a look. Right, well, it wasn't a little whiting, it was a double shot of dabs. So they're there in numbers at the minute, so that's 3 in 2 casts. And they're not too bad a size or quality either. So wrigglers are working. We'll go and get them measured. I've just wound a couple of dabs in myself, and Ian's dived into action. Look at that. Cracking bass. We'll get him measured in a sec and just get him in a bucket of water. Yeah, bring it over to me in a bit and we'll have a sort out. Well done, Ian. Cracking fish. Okay, Ian's come over, so he's had a swim about and recovered, so 55. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
55, okay, brilliant. Well done, what a cracking fish. Well, I've just helped Ian with his, and I've got one. Amazing what you can catch on a little lugworm and a couple of wrigglers. Yeah, it looks similar size. I ain't got a measure big enough though, Ian. Have you got one? We'll get him in the water. Oh. Oh, he's coming back. It's a measure and return, so we've got to quickly get him measured, get him unhooked. There's a hook still in it, Ian. It's only a size 4. It won't hurt that much. $54.
Yeah, 54.
54 centimetres. So just nicked in the lip. Brilliant, thanks very much, Ian. We'll get him back. 54 centimetres. Cheers for that. Ian's at it again. He's just dragged another bass up the beach, slightly smaller than the last one, but he's doing really well now. He's finding them, and since I last brought you back, it's been hectic, but I did get a 29 centimetre dab in another one, and I think there's another one on there now. But John to my right's just dragged the smooth hound up the beach, so this place is the place to come, I think. Lovely fishing.
41.
So Ian's over again, 41 centimetre bass. All on crab at range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he's doing it. Nothing that we catch will be kept for the table today. It's all going back in the sea. So, Bass Festival, and you're seeing bass. Nice. Well, we're not even an hour in, and I'm up to 225 points with 2, 4, 5 dabs on the card and that big, well, decent bass, and there's decent bass all the way up to my left. So, really good. But yeah, I think there's a little dab or something on there now. But it's not often as good as this. John and I have been lucky, really. The angler between us obviously hasn't turned up, so we have got a little space between us, so our lines aren't crossing or anything like that. Mind you, there isn't much tide. He's just got another smooth hound in the bucket. I think he's had 2 and a few bits and pieces, but 3 hook clip down, banging it out is what he's doing. I'm ticking over quite nicely just down in there, so pretty happy, to be honest. Well, I can't say I haven't tried in that bucket. Flounder, not a very big one, but I've also got a dab, and there's another dab on the bottom, so get him in the water as well. And that's it. It's off to good. Doing all right on the flatfish front. Well, whether I get the biggest flatfish or the heaviest bag of flatfish, who knows, but I'm going to put up a fight. So they're 2 crackers, so I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, Ian's jogging along nicely. He is aiming for them better fish, and the hounds, if they do turn up, he'll catch them, no doubt about it. But I'm fishing my own match in my own little bubble, and that's how I enjoy it. So I shall continue to do it. Okay, we're exactly at the halfway point of the match, and yeah, tide stopped running. All gone very quiet. There's one or two buckets moving around. I'm just steadily minding my own business. I have got 23 fish, which, as you can see, a good number of them are flatfish. So that bodes well. John's pulling up there. I don't know what he's got. He's got a lump of weed or a crab or something on there. But no, to win this match, really, you need to do really well on the first day. It's split into sections, and as far as I can understand, the winner is not the accumulative total of weight over the 2 days, it's how well you do in the section. So you can be in a poor section but win it, and then win the next day, and then you'll be the winner, as opposed to just being in the best section and both days and catching the heaviest amount of weight of fish. But yeah, so it gives everybody a chance. But if you blow out on the first day like I did yesterday, you've got two options. You go for the biggest bass, the biggest bag of bass. Well, there's 4 options: the biggest single flatfish and the biggest bag of flatfish. So I'm trying for the biggest flatfish, but you've got to wade through some numbers to do it, I reckon. So I'm giving it my best shot. But yeah, if you blow out in the match, there's no point sitting here all despondent. You've got to have some sort of plan, otherwise you might as well go home. But yeah, pretty happy so far. Good day's fishing, especially with that bass on the card. Ian's moved down to accompany me down the beach now. That's a bit of a hike from up there, so I was glad he's done that. That'd be a bit easier if we catch anything to measure. But the reports coming in are the smooth hounds have turned up, but they're right down the other end there in those low numbers, 1, 2, 3, that sort of area. Up here, quite quiet, although John Harvey just to my right has pulled up a smooth hound a minute ago. Wasn't a very big one, but they are here, and it is the way to win the match. So hopefully that tide will start running again shortly, and there'll be 1 or 2 fish around over the bottom, over low water. Or going down to low water. I think we finished just at the bottom of the tide, I might be wrong. The match is 9 till 2 today, so I'll be back home in time for a barbecue. Flounder number 2, so that's good, lovely condition fish, and a dab as well to go with it. So yep, still jogging along. Ian's still banging it out there because he's got to get the smooth hounds to compete, really. They are getting them up the other end, so, and he has had that 2 nice bass, so there's every reason to stick with it. But yeah, dull, overcast, storm cloud right behind me. Happy days. Another triple shot, so 1 on the top obviously, 1 on the middle, and as proof, 1 on the bottom. So whoever beats me today is going to have an amazing day catching flatfish, because I'm giving it a best shot. Sorry to keep doing this to you, but there's another dab, there's another one, and there's another one. How you getting on, John?
I just come and see if you got your flounder.
I've got 2.
I just got 35.
No! Can I do with that? Can't believe it.
Yeah, I thought I just saw.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard that, but John Harvey just came over in delight to tell me he got a 35cm flounder on a smooth hound rig, so that's not going to help. But yeah, that's how it goes. I think he really enjoyed that, but I didn't so much. But when you've got 146 anglers spread over 2 beaches, it's bound to happen. Biggest bag of flats is still on the cards if I can pull my finger out till the end, but you can only try. 1 hour remaining, And the smooth hounds are here, it's just they're very patchy. They're in little areas, and the tide's got away a lot now, though this is quite a deep beach. There's plenty of water there still, so they could come on in the last hour, but not as frantic as it was earlier. But sea mist is rolling in about an hour's time. Probably won't be able to see anything, but I'm still scratching around in the gutter. I'm up to 23 flatfish, I think, so not a bad effort if I do say so myself. You are a jammy git, John. Look at that. Codling. That's a good one.
It's a bit lean, isn't it? That don't matter in this match.
No. Good fish, mate. Well done.
They took me right round on you, that was the thing.
Well, yeah, but that's a mess, isn't it? Never mind. We'll get it sorted. There's been a few out like that recently. Beautiful fish. Well done. Ian's still motoring along. What is it this time? Flatfish. Right, match is coming to a conclusion. I've probably only got one cast left, but is that definitively a place? Because if it is, it's the first one I've ever caught off here. There's a lot of confusion about whether they're place or whether they're flounders, but that, I would guess, is a place. I'll show you the underside, if that helps. Place, I reckon. And there's a dab. Yep, enough time to do a couple more casts and that'll be it. Before I go completely and get the last cast in, get it all signed up until the last cast, I had, I think, 34 flatfish for 571 weight points or thereabouts, and I had that decent bass and a few whiting to go with it. So no good in the zone because of the number of smooth hounds that came out up the end, but you've got to admit that's not a bad few hours fishing. Right, last cast is in the water, and so if nothing miraculous happens, that'll be it, the end of the match. But thanks very much for watching. I can't complain, I've had a good day. It's been a really good bass festival. I'm sure Holt Club will be very proud of how it's gone. Results wise, I don't know what you're going to do, because they've got a lot of sorting out to do tonight. But if you go on Holt Sea Angling Club Facebook page or website, and it'll probably be posted on others, but you'll be able to look at all the results you want, and I'll give you an update in the next video. So if you like this sort of stuff and you haven't already subscribed, please do, and stick a like on the end of the video, that'll always help. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed watching the Bass Festival, and we'll be back with Norfolk Angling Club before you know it. We do a lot of this sort of stuff, and I've been really lucky with the anglers I've been pegged next to over the last couple of days. Well, every week it seems something decent happens. So thanks very much for watching. That's that.